Alright, what's up, boys? Today we're back on MX Bikes, and man, do we got a banger of a video for you guys today. Um, this is round 4 of the 2022 Aerial ESX Championship here at Anaheim 2. Like I've said in my previous videos, we get these tracks the day of the race, just a few hours before we go out and qualify and race and do all the heats and then the main event, obviously. And so, yeah, it's just like real life. It's super, super sick. It kind of brings out the talent. Like, you don't really get to grind the tracks. And, I kind of got into the server late, so I chose gate 1. Not really the best gate, but it's more of a safer pick. Gate drops, and, yeah, obviously I can't do anything from the first gate, so I can just back out, let Move have it. And now my main goal is just to make it through the start cleanest. Oh, super, super sketchy moment. Almost get into it with those guys. And Move makes a big mistake, and I have to jump off the track to try and avoid him. And as I'm trying to make a track re-entry, I get into the tough blocks and crash a bit. Luckily, though, I didn't lose too many positions or too much time. So if you've been watching my previous videos, you'd know that I have been getting really, really bad starts lately. Not necessarily because of my jumps or whatever. I've just been getting bad luck with me getting taken out, or people, cross-jumping me or running into me or whatever. And so when I finally got that good start, I was super nervous, and then I saw Move make that mistake, and I tried to jump off track to avoid him. And yeah, I just kind of panicked and tried to get back on the track fast. And if I just would have slowed down and relaxed and made a relaxed track re-entry. Obviously, that's a safe track re-entry. Probably could have avoided that crash, because that did end up losing me quite a few positions. I mean, obviously, I threw away a really, really good start, but I mean, it's still a decent, still a pretty decent start. I mean, I'm kind of buried. I'm probably 9th-ish right now, and I'd say probably like 12 seconds back from the leader. So obviously, if I didn't have that crash, I could have been way closer to the leader, and probably in like around 3rd, 4th, 5th, around that area, and then probably only, like 5 seconds back from the leader. But, nothing we can do about it now, so now I'm just putting my head down, trying to charge, and trying to get after these guys and get going. So I know I say this in all my videos, but if you guys know me, I'm way, way better at outdoors, and I think one of those reasons is because when it's a big race like this, it takes me a long time to start to get going. Obviously, I'm nervous at the beginning of the race, and these Supercross races are just so short. They're only 15 minutes, and in outdoors, I'm used to the 30-minute motos where I can wait. I can wait 10 minutes, to start going fast. Like the first 10 minutes, I'm just playing it safe, trying to take it easy, trying not to crash. And then I slowly work into my pace as the moto goes on, and then 10 minutes in, I still have 20 minutes left of the moto, right? With this, if I try to take that 10 minutes to try and get going, there's only 5 minutes left of the race left. So you can't afford to have any. You can't afford to come out of the gate slow. You gotta. As soon as that gate drops, you gotta get going. As a chap went down there, and I got around him in the whoops. But yeah, I think that's one of my biggest problems, and I think a lot of people struggle with this, is they just take too long to get going, and with these short races like that, you can't do that. It's just, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Like, you'll see these first few laps, I just make a bunch of mistakes. I'm not crashing, but I just make a bunch of mistakes. I case rhythm sections, I overjump things. I'm obviously, as you can see by the last few corners, I'm going slow around the corners, and I think I just got to get out of that habit, or maybe it's not even a habit, I just got to get over the nerves at the beginning of the race, and I think that would really help me, get going faster. But, for example, the people who are 1, 2, 3 in points right now, Hemi, Evmove, and Van, they are all, in my opinion, really good at getting going as soon as that gate drops. They don't need any time to like get the nerves out or get the jitters out or play it safe. But as soon as that gate drops, they're right at their pace that they want to be running. But if you look down at the bottom left there, I'm running 103s, so obviously not a very, very good pace. I want to be in the 101 range or the 102s range, especially this early on with a smooth track. That lap I even ran a 104. Yeah, just not good. Yeah, Seabolt goes down. I try to avoid him. Luckily, I get around him. Don't run into him. So kind of was looking ahead there and saw that happen, but still was really, really sketchy, really close to getting into him there. But yeah, I think Hemi and Edmuth and Van can just run their pace as soon as that gate drops, whereas I feel like with myself, it takes me a while to get going. And obviously that's really important in Supercross, so they have a huge advantage on me because they have the ability to do that. But I'm going to try and work on that throughout these next few weeks, especially this week. But in reality, there's not much I can do because if I could do public lobby races and, try to get going right from the start there. Oh, yeah, as I go down the sand, that sand section was killing everybody. I think literally everybody at least had one crash there throughout the night. Like, literally everybody. Yeah, so sand section was really brutal. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't seem that brutal, but something about it just made people crash. I don't know. But yeah, Chop gets around people, goes down in the whoops, runs into the tough block, does a front flip. And yeah, now I'm around him, going over this wall jump here. But yeah, like I was saying, if I can get the ability to get going, it really helped me. But I mean, I'm not complaining. Obviously, it's not the start I wanted, like that my ideal start. But obviously, I'm much more happy with this start than I am with my previous two rounds, my previous two videos that I put out on the aerial championship. Right now in points, I think I'm 13 back, and yeah, Hemi, Edmuth, and Van are in front of me, I believe. So as long as I beat those three guys, I'm happy, and I'm gaining points on them. But right now, Edmuth and Van are 19 seconds ahead of me already. Well, Van's 19 seconds ahead of me, and Edmuth is 7 behind Van. But after that crash in the sand there, it's kind of when I started like, okay, time to stop like messing around, time to stop running this slow pace, stop making these mistakes, and let's get going here. And so yeah, right around now is when I started running my true potential, as you saw a few sections ago Marco go down. So it's not like I'm happy about that or anything, but like, when you see someone go down and they're right there, like, you get blood in the water and it motivates you to go faster. And yeah, he messes up that section a bit, and I carry my momentum better throughout the section because obviously he came up a little bit short going in, so able to stay lower and carry more momentum throughout that throughout that entire rhythm section, and just able to jump right by him. So nice clean pass there, able to get around him. Happy with that. But Marco's no slouch, and he's right on me, putting pressure on me as soon as I make that pass. I'm assuming he was pretty mad with himself, obviously after going down and then making that mistake in the rhythm section to allow me to get by him there. So he's probably pushing really hard to keep up with me and get me back, but I think he made a slight bobble in that whoop section there, and I was able to create a little bit of a gap. But yeah, I definitely was feeling the pressure, and I feel like I performed pretty well under pressure. Outdoors, I would always, if somebody was on me the last lap, for example at Loretta's, Chicken was all over me the last 2 laps, and I was able to hold them off. Or if I'm chasing somebody down on the last laps, I usually get the pass done. So I feel like I'm good under pressure in this game. However, if I could be good under pressure when on the starts, that would be great too. But everybody has their upsides, everybody has their flaws, and that's just something I need to work on. Oh yeah, as Alex gets into Carlos there, Carlos tries to let me by, and I don't know what Alex was doing there, but yeah, just 5th gear T-bones Carlos. They're both in last place, so I don't really see the point of that. Very weird situation. I don't know what happened between them, but yeah, that's very odd. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try and work on getting going earlier here. But yeah, like I said, after that crash in the sand, I started to really, pick up my pace, start getting into the flow of things. And at this point, I mean, there's only 6 minutes left, so it's kind of too little too late to, like I said, right when I start getting in my flow, yeah, there's around 5 minutes left. So not much I can do, but I am at this point taking about a second a lap out of Van's time. So catching him about a second a lap. Obviously, a little bit too little, too late. 18 seconds back. Obviously, if I caught him a second a lap to the end, I still wouldn't be very close. But I do think he went down this lap. Yes, that gap has closed down to 14 seconds. So he did go down that last lap, so that does help me out a bit. But to be honest, he's kind of out of range, like I said. Too little, too late. But I think everybody else besides Van and Hemi, I can potentially get here. So I'm trying to push super hard, run my pace, not make any mistakes. And yeah, I feel like, obviously at the beginning I was riding pretty bad. I mean, obviously I'm really, really happy with my start compared to the last few weeks. Could have been better, of course, but yeah, at the start of the race I was riding really, really bad, and now it's like this is some of the best I've ever rode right here. These last 5 minutes here of this race. I know my situation in the points. Like I said, I'm 13 points down, and I need to score as many points as possible. I've had 2 rounds where I've been outside the top 5 due to bad starts, and obviously this wasn't the best start, but I mean I'm close enough to the leaders where I need to capitalize at this point. So although Cole and Dino seem pretty far away at this point, Cole's 10 seconds ahead of me, Dino's 7 around there seconds ahead of me, and so they seem pretty far away with 4 minutes to go, but I know that I have a lot of pace, at least race pace. I got 4th in quali, but I feel like my race pace here was so good, so I was like, all right, time to start pushing. And yeah, I just put the hammer down, started focusing more. Made very few mistakes. As I say that, I overjumped the triple back there, but yeah, I'm just scrubbing through this rhythm section, staying as low as possible. Through here, I like to stay second gear because these triples are kind of tiny, so I like to stay in second gear so I don't overjump anything. My strongest point throughout the entire night, I feel like, was the whoops. I was absolutely solid through the whoops. I feel like that's where I was gaining my time, and that's where I needed to capitalize if the situation, if a situation arose where I needed to make a pass. Lapper goes down in front of me. I think that was HKS or SKS. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like I'm better at outdoors, so my corner speed is really good, and so I think that really helps me in the whoops. Plus, I feel like I'm good at staying on top of the whoops, not letting my front end dip down, and generally keeping that back end pretty stable and in a straight line. Thinking about doing a how to hit whoops video here pretty soon. Keegan actually gave me an idea, and I think with the whoops being so much harder this year than last year, I think it'd be a pretty good video to make on how to hit whoops in MX bikes. But yeah, I'm thinking about making a tutorial video a week, so we'll see. That video might be out on Monday, maybe a little bit later, but yeah, we'll definitely have to see. But yeah, like I said, these whoops are really, really hard tonight. Lots of people going down in them, including myself in practice and stuff, struggling through the whoops, but by the time the race came around, I feel like I really had the whoops figured out. Yeah, I brought that gap down to 12 seconds now. Just putting my head down and charging, man. I was running a really good pace, especially this late in the race with this much E-road. Track was obviously it's not too beat, but it's definitely getting there. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm just putting the laps down, trying to, as hard as I can, even if it seems kind of out of reach, just still trying to, as hard as I can, to catch up to the leaders. Because I do have the pace, I wish I could run this pace from the very start. But every mistake I make, we'll take it as a lesson. And yeah, now next time and throughout this week, I'll practice for getting going right out the gate. But yeah, Dino was actually invisible for me throughout this entire race. He's number 47. If you look on the map there's no number 47 on my map. But yeah, that lap he went down in the sand there, and I got around him. But yeah, if you look on the map, it says he's only like 0.8 behind me, and yeah, on the map there's nobody behind me. I'm number 7. But yeah, you can when someone's invisible for you, you can run into them and you wouldn't even feel it or anything. And yeah, so hopefully I didn't get into dyno. But yeah, as you can see, the clock is winding down here. I'm obviously running a really quick pace, catching the lead is about a second a lap. But if you look at the top left there's only 40 seconds left plus a lap. So hopefully Van and Evan make it across the line in time. That way there'll be 2 laps to go instead of 1. Cole is 6 seconds up the road for me, so I know I'm going to have to put in my all-out hardest charge to try and catch up to him. But if you look in front of me, he's right there. He must have made a big mistake, must have crashed, went down or something, so he's right there. Now that he's in front of me, I can see him. Now that's just motivated me to go even faster and push even harder. And yeah, just really, really focusing here. But yeah, just really putting my head down here, trying to catch him. And yeah, so there is 2 laps to go. You can look in the top left. That timer going up means that the time has ran out here. And Cole is right there. He is still 3 seconds in front of me, so that means I'm going to have to take out 1.5 seconds of his time out every lap. Or I mean over these next 2 laps, because there's only 2 laps left. So I'm going to have to run a pretty insane pace, because if you guys don't know Cole is an absolute barker. He's no slouch. He can definitely run a quick pace, but yeah, I'm just putting the hammer down. I know that I have the ability to win races. I know I have the ability to win this championship. So if I want to win this championship, it's got to be now. It's got to be, you know, I got to salvage this ride on this lap here. Last lap, have to make up 1.2 seconds in 1 lap. Cole seems to be struggling a little bit through that first whoop section. I get it through it clean, so I gain a bit of time there. Now up onto the back of him, I can see the back of his helmet. Yeah, just all out pushing. Trying to, at the same time though, trying to keep it smooth, not trying to make too many mistakes, but obviously trying to catch him because I'm running out of time here. I'm running out of passing opportunities. Triple in here, slightly over jump, but thankfully I'm still able to get that second triple. And yeah, Cole gets a little high in that berm, loses a couple of tenths. And right here, I feel like this was my best section of the track, this second set of whoops. So I get a super, super good drive, and Cole messes them up a little bit. He looks back at me and makes a mistake, goes off the track, and thankfully I did not have to punt him in that last corner there. Yeah, I just put in that super hard charge. I pressured him a little bit. He looked back and made a mistake, got cross-roaded, and went off the track, hit the tough blocks. But yeah, super, super relieved to get back up on the box, back in the top 5, back where I feel like I should be at. But yeah, if you have been looking in the top left-hand side of your screen there, you'll see Van won the race by, I think that was 0.6 seconds. And yeah, that's his first ever win in the 250 Pro class. So first career win for him. So yeah, I'm just congratulating here. But yeah, just super, super relieved is I guess how I feel after getting back up there, because I know I can be a podium guy every week. I know I can have the potential to win races and have the potential to win this championship. And man, the last 2 weeks have been super, super frustrating with those bad starts and bad luck there. Yeah, I made a hard charge to Cole at the end there, and he rode great. He got a good start and almost had the podium, but yeah, like I said, I put in that hard charge, and yeah, just pretty happy with that result. Obviously, I want to win, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and sub, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
My name got the hottest chick in the game, wearing my chain. That's